What's really interesting is how judgmental people are towards people with money. Even today, I try to be very, very careful about how I advertise. And I was criticized by a lot of friends when I was making $100,000 a month in 2018. And
on just retail real estate
just
sales,
selling real
Correct,
estate,
yeah.
selling fourplexes is what I was doing. Duplexes, fourplexes, and rental properties. And I bought a nice car and I was going on trips to Bora Bora. And I had a couple of friends say, dude, you're such a douche now. Why do you got to put that stuff on Facebook? And I was like, it's fun. I'm just like, why can't you be happy for me?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Why can't you just like, why am I a douche for driving a fast car and taking my wife on our 10-year anniversary to Bora Bora?
Yeah.
I worked my ass off to get here. By the way, I'm a stay-at-home dad doing like, I'm kicking ass.
Yeah.
It's not like I won this money.
Right.
Why can't
Exactly.
you be happy for me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too flashy and it's douchey.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's just your small-minded, dumb opinion.
Yeah. And it hurt. Actually,
Yeah.
I've lost friends over it that just kind of don't want to hang out with someone. And those are the wrong types of friends. But
I feel like it holds up a mirror to their own insecurity, that it's just when people come from the same place that you come from and see you make something of yourself, it takes away their excuse that they didn't have everything handed to them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like people, like it's easy to look at other people that have money and they're flashy and they have all this stuff. It's like, well, they come from money. They had everything given to them. You know, I could never be that way because I have this, and that they're telling themselves this story that's built in a bunch of excuses as to why they can't get to the thing that they actually, if they were honest with themselves, actually really want.
Right.
And so when they see somebody that had the same upbringing, the same situation, poor, didn't have any money, and they pull themselves out of that situation, it's just a blatant reminder that they decided to not do that. And a lot of people can't,
It's painful.
they can't
for them.
deal with it.
Well, it's easier
right.
to be mad at someone else than yourself.
To
you know?
to
It's
accept the responsibility.
easier to criticize other people
Yeah.
than be honest with yourself.
So what was it in you that made you feel that way, where it's like, okay, I want this situation, so I'm just going to go do it, versus sitting there going like, look at the douchey guy down the street that is doing it.
You know what's funny is I was raised with that attitude. My stepdad, my mom, my dad.
With the attitude of judging people.
Judgmental. Those people are not good people because they all they think about is money. And it's kind of laughable now because I remember our friends that had money weren't that well off.
Yeah.
You know, like they had a little bit more than I, but they didn't have that much money.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was knocking doors as like a 7-year-old selling like treats because I wanted toys. Like it's always been ingrained in me. And I feel like as human beings, we have a personality that we're born with.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout your life, you're able to unlock that. And then you also get to choose, do I improve myself or do I not improve myself?
Right.
And
Do I rest on my talent or do I put in the work as well?
exactly. So I've always been born with a lot of drive. And then I had to figure out which way I wanted to go. And do I want to be a good person? Do I want to allow myself to be improved and held accountable or not? And so I don't know, to answer your question. I think I was born with a lot of drive. That's what my mom said. She actually drove down to Vegas with me today. And we had a conversation on that, conversation on Mormonism, conversation on just loving people and not being so damn judgmental. But I think, a lot of these people that we're talking about that are unhappy for you, that don't want to cheer you on, it's not just Mormonism. There's a large part of Mormonism that makes them feel bad. And it's organized religion in general, but also just beliefs that their parents taught them that hold them back from accepting that it's okay to like money. It's actually pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like money does so many good things for people.
Right.
It's the
Including
obsession with it and screwing people over to get it that's
Right.
not okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was talking about money in that context, is that because I got a lot of shit from people when I decided to go into business instead of in ministry.
Yeah.
And a lot of people very close to me that I'm still actually pretty close to that have come around, would say, oh, like all you care about is money. Like that's all Travis cares about. All he cares about is making money, and it's just like, well, you're making it sound like that's the only thing in life that I care about. Like I care about making money, but I also care about a lot of other things.
Bro, you're going to work your whole life, whether you like it or not. You might as well make a lot of money and not be poor.
Right. Well, that was my point, is like, if you figure out that money is nothing but a tool, like if money doesn't, like, everybody's like, well, money doesn't give you happiness. And it's like, I agree. I agree with you.
I've never been unhappy on a jet ski.
which is a great point. But my point in saying that, like, I agree. Like, happiness is an internal thing based on who you are as an individual, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others. There's a lot of things that contribute to that. Money is a very, very small contributor past poverty line, right? There's actually been mass studies done on this, that like past $60,000, $70,000 a year or something like that, money has no direct correlation to your overall happiness in life. And so I was like, well, if money doesn't have anything to do with my happiness, I may as well have a lot of it. You know what I mean? It's not going to make me unhappy. It's not going to make me happy. It seems like a better situation if I just have a lot of it.
And you can help a lot more people the more money you have. You can create jobs, and having a lot of money,
a bigger impact
isn't going to change who you are. It's just going to magnify who you are.
Exactly.
And then you can help a bunch of people if you have more money.